Greetings, Captains, and welcome to patch 9.4 public test server. Yes, everything on here is a work in progress. None of it is settled. Everything is all up in the air still, but we are testing it. We're testing the principles and the basic gameplay of submarines. We're also looking at the workings of the Russian cruiser split, but that'll come later. The important thing is to look at the submarines and to see how we think they're going to end up being in game, eventually in their own game mode, until they're properly settled and Wargaming is happy with the way they are balanced. This will take some time, I hope. We'll have to see. Anyway, basics are these are submarines. They fire torpedoes at the front, and some have them coming out the back. You can dive, you can surface, and you can be at periscope depth, which a lot of people didn't think they could. But you are guiding the height or the depth of your submarine. In the test iterations from the TST server, we had 6-9 and USS Cachalot. We know these ships, these submarines. We've been through them before. Cachalot has 10.5 km torpedoes that go at 65 knots, which was reasonably good. The U69 is 6.6k at 58 knots. Not bad. They all do significant damage. They're not overly overpowered, but they do significant damage. And the new submarine is the S1. Hello, S1. Mother Russia is coming into submarines as well, bless her. She has 8.7 kilometers torpedo range and 62 knots. So they're respectable. They're not overly fast, but they're not super fast. You know, they're not going to like the European destroyers, but they're respectable. You have very poor mobility in all the submarines. The turning circles are humongous, and they're slow. Oh boy, are they slow! So maximum speed 26 knots on the surface, not underneath. We haven't got any armor viewer yet, but I would suspect they're as thin as skinny as destroyers. I've actually put my commanders. Where are we? My commanders, I've set them up the same as I would do a destroyer. It seems to work. Apart from the concealment expert, we don't need that. We go under the sea. So apart from this bit here, I'd have had concealment on a destroyer. But yeah, apart from that, it's a destroyer setup. It seems to work. Okay, a lot of people do it differently. The modules are changed depending on the nation. You have a heel for the new Soviets. And notice the difference in the icon for heel. I like this. Really good. You have your sonar, which you can go wide or narrow spread. Your heel. Maximum depth, which is quite useful actually. That's a crash dive. And your heel for the Soviets. U69, which is German. Of course. Germans have acoustic search. Why not? And of course, it's crash dive, heel, and the varying width of the sonar. I haven't bothered changing the width of the sonar. I'm having awful problems. Actually, getting the sonar to hit the ship's points when you're aiming those torpedoes is very difficult. But anyway. And the Americans. USS Cachalot has engine boost. I like these new pictures of, the icons. They are so much clearer. As where before you had the engine boost and the heel, but very similar looking, and at a quick glance you got mixed up. I did so many times. My eyeballs aren't as good as they used to be, I know, but this is now very clear. In game, it is perfectly clear. And of course, there is only one type of consumable now. It is the premium consumable. Everybody gets that. They cost nothing to be replaced. Absolutely bingo. Brilliant. I like this change. So, yeah. But I haven't... Let's go out in ES1. Now, remember, I am learning this as much as everybody else is. I am nowhere near a good player in submarines. Or nowhere near a good player. I'm an average player. So let's see if we can get into battle. I may have to pause the video until we get into battle. Might get straight in. And we might not. And here we are in game, at last. Unfortunately, there is a long wait time on the PTS server, so to do the best that we can. Now then, their matchmaker is very mucked up, put it bluntly. As you see, you've got 4 submarines. We have 2 destroyers on each team. 1, 2, 3, 4 cruisers on each team and 2 battleships, which is nice. Everyone seems to be playing the S1 today. But if you notice the ones with the double dots, they're bots. He's not. They're all bots. They're having to do that to help with the wait times. So.
Morning, men. Starboard 10, round the buoy and back again.
Do love jingles. You see how in game they are just so much clearer on the on the icons, just so much clearer. So speeding up and down is still the same as normal. You get your tiller backwards and forwards. We can do that. That's no problem. To dive, we press the C button, and the longer we press it, further down we go. If I just quickly drop it off, see, I'm still looking from above, so therefore this is classed as periscope depth. And I can hear a dizzy destroyer coming past. Yep, there comes the gator. But I'm at periscope depth now, so you can do periscope depth. If you notice here, we have depth indicators, and that is surface level. That's your feet down. Is your different service indicators, which is cool. This is your battery indicator. Not quite sure what those are for. Actually, I think that's your spotting distance and whatever. But we've still got a lot of learning to do. But you have a battery indicator there, and you have one there on the bottom of the submarine. And as the battery goes down, the white bit disappears. Right, we have contact. Now, I can still do a reasonable amount of speed at this level. But as you go down lower, you go slower, which is fair enough. Zoom in. Now, as you see on there, he's got little dots. I can actually throw my torpedoes at him. Let's slow down a bit. There's a nice spot of smoke here, which will help. But I have an issue in a tissue with a friendly. Now, we've got number 1 selected. So we'll ping, we aim where we want to go. Notice it doesn't lock, which is, I think, a problem. Hang on, I see there's torpedoes. That's all right, not near me. Back into zoom in mode. Do that. Ping. May have made it if he hadn't been shot by my teammate. Hey ho. Now we've got another one there on the Skader. Let's have a look at that, shall we? Zoom in. I am spotted. Because I pinged, I am now spotted. So zoom, full speed. Press the C button to go down and then hit the T. That's crash dive. But keep your finger on the C so that you don't keep going down. And I'm going to turn using my ASD keys. Try and get away. Right, I think I'm nearly at maximum depth. I am now. There you go. Maximum depth. Fortunately, you have a ping, so you can see where the... Oh dear, that's a ship that's going down. You've got a ping which lights up the ground where you are. See the dead ship? That's a shame. I'm wondering whether if you get hit by a sinking ship, will it sink you too? There's always that thought. Oh, I'm 76.1 meters under. I can hit that normally, but there's that Ioba there. You have to be so careful with your torpedoes when you're firing them as not to... Will that hit? No, I didn't get him. Will that hit him? Yes. I'm going to press 2. Fire my torpedo. Press back to 1. And see if I can ping the rear end of him. I have. I pinged him. Both ends. So those, now with the little funny icon over them, those are homing in on that one. Oh, he's lost one.
There's a slim chance we may actually win this.
Got him again. And I've got to keep doing that to keep him lit up. I think torpedoes have gone way past him. And are... Whoops. Going elsewhere. Oh, got him. See if we can turn to face him. Press the 2. Back to 1.
Try not to do anything stupid.
Wait for the ping to be ready. Ping. Oh, I'm out of battery power. Back to... He was pinged on one end. Oh, we did get him. That was lucky. That was more luck than judgment. Obviously, they'd gotten on the right course to start off with before they... this could be an issue. A very big issue. I have no power. If you notice, that is gone. My battery, apart from the drive, is dead. So my pinging battery is dead. Let's see if we can get out of here and take it up to surface level. You can go at quarter speed. Let's see if we can get that to work. I'm now turned away from him. Let's go down to quarter speed. Apparently it will help charge your battery up. And let's not hit any islands. Oh, he's gone. Oh, that's okay. So what have we got? Oh look, a tiny weeny bit of battery has come up. It's very, very slow. But if we go up, up, dear, up, up. Now when you're down at this depth, you do not get anything off the minimap. All that is where they were last time, apart from the ones that died. You don't get to know what's going on above you. Oh, we go. You notice how it's charging the battery so much faster now. And I'm not fully up. I'm just above periscope depth. So I definitely wouldn't stand on the deck on this one. Right. Full speed. Let's go. And we'll turn towards... There's a buddy only. Now, some light cruisers have depth charges. So do the destroyers. All the destroyers have depth charges, but some light cruisers also have depth charges. And if we can get round here, go and find the buddy only. Let's go up full whack. Let's go up on surface. There we go. Oh yes, bit of fresh air for everybody. Much faster on the surface. I do like that. It's still faster than it should be, really. I don't think there was any submarines could go this speed, but it's a game. A certain amount has to be made so that the game will work. can't be totally authentic. As long as they get the models authentic and what they can do is in line with it. We won't talk about radar and hydro. Let's see if we can find his buddy Honey. You see when I pinged and I got the pinged, I got an icon. That's me. That's the pinging icon. You actually did ping the ship. He's around the other side of the island. Come on, there we go. So I've got it on narrow ping. Press 1, press it again, it goes big. Press 1 again, it goes narrow. And you can see the icon change here. Where are we? Yes, 1 and 1 again. Just like you do with the torpedoes. It's pretty much the same thing. Press 2, fire a torpedo, and we'll see if we can ping him again. Oh, what a doodah. Thank you, Normandy. Thank you so much for your help, darling. That was very sweet of you. Asking the enemy submarine to come up and show himself. Oh, where is he then? Well, looking on the map, he was last spotted here. So he's... Oh, there he is. I'm not going to get over to him, let's be honest. But it is easy to kill these. These are very thin and skinny. Very difficult. I think the worst time is when you've got just battleship and a submarine left. Because battleships are vulnerable because they're big, bulky, and don't steer very easily. Although I have avoided the homed-in torpedoes in my Fuso. But the battleships, unless they come to the surface, cannot shoot them. Same with the heavy cruisers and the ships without depth charges. So protecting your destroyers and your light cruisers will now become a very important thing if you have submarines in the team when they're in their own game mode. So it's going to change the meta a bit. I can see a slight change coming up. I mean, I say I'm nowhere a good player. It will change some things. It's not going to change the world. It's a new challenge, a huge new challenge, not just for Wargaming getting it right, but for us to be able to accept it and enjoy playing it. I enjoy them because it's a challenge. I like the challenge of the change, the challenge of it's there, it's got to be challenged. I like this. I want to learn how to play these effectively, as well as effectively as I can. And we've got a lot to learn. I don't think it's going to break the game. It's going to change the game. Definitely going to change the game. We've got a new menace. But then again, there's a lot of menaces. Each and every one has so far been conquered. We can conquer this. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the difference, the change, and the challenge. It's going to be fun. So in the meantime, get yourself on the PTS. Everybody can go on the PTS server. Everyone is allowed to test these things. Go through your game center. You want a new game instance. You load the PTS server. It's all written down on the website. I'll pop a link in the video description below on how to get onto the PTS. Please come and join. This is the first test. There will be another test probably next weekend. So please come and join the PTS and then give them your feedback. Be as constructive as possible. Let Wargaming know how you feel, but in a very constructive way. If you think there's something wrong, maybe give them an idea on how to make it right. Anyone that goes in there just, oh, this is crap, and they're just going to be ignored. Be constructive. Play the game. You'll realise it's not as bad as it sounds. We can make this good. We are a strong community. We can make this work. And we can have fun with it. I am sure there's plenty of you out there will find me in game and will enjoy putting a shell into my bum. You always do. And until then, stay safe. Have a great day. And I'll see you on the PTS. See you, Captains.